When I arrived in the UK 3 weeks ago, the pound was 4.15 to the Israeli shekel. And every day it kept on going down. And we did as a bit of a joke just to see how down it was going. 4.13, 4.12, 4.1, never going to break 4. Then it broke 4, 3.95. It's never going to break 3.9, 3.89, 3, and it's now 3.87. This is a catastrophe. Now, if you go to the British population, and I'm here, they have no idea what's going on. They're wondering about stupidity. You go watch the BBC, just utter junk, irrelevance to their lives is headlines. Ukraine, the stupidity that caused all this, but whatever. Ukraine's still there, and hosepipe ban, and nothing actually discussing how dire their situation is. And this is the same as what happened in South Africa. South Africa was a very prosperous economy, huge mining, world's #1 diamond producer, gold producer, platinum, plutonium, lots of lovely stuff in the ground being mined out, very strong economy, and people lived, the whites obviously, sadly. The whites had huge houses with maids and pools and lovely. And if you go there now, it's the same. The whites still have the same house with the pool and the maid and the garden. There's just one major difference. Their money is worthless. And that is the UK. The UK, everyone sits here, looks pretty much the same, Doesn't look like anyone's taking. House prices have gone up nicely, 20%. Looks pretty good. 1 million now, 1.2 million. Very, very nice. Then the problem is their pound is worthless. And just like the South Africans then, that have the same house now. But the problem is the South Africans then could have sold it and bought anywhere in the world. They went to England, they went to America, they had a strong rand. Great. Now it's worthless. They have a garbage toilet paper currency. Worse than that, they have power cuts for 7 hours a day because their energy company is bankrupt. Oh my gosh, is that the same as the UK, which sold off all its assets to not just foreign companies? That would be fine. Foreign companies, sounds free market. No, they sold it to foreign state entities. EDF, Electricity de France, is a fully nationalized company. RWE is a nationalized German company. It's the German state that owns Britain's electricity production. It's absurd what's happening. Now, when the winter cuts occur, electricity rationing occur, who do you think they're going to cut off first? And please note that the electricity in the UK isn't even generated in the UK. It's actually generated in Europe and pumped in. So which one do you think they're going to cut first? Looking at the electricity prices in the UK, they went up 50% in April. They're going up 50% in October. 100% increase. In France, went up 5%. Because their state-owned company is saying the UK is going to pay for our increase in electricity. And that's the way it goes. And Germany as well. The UK consumer will pay for it. They are killing the UK consumer. And the UK has the highest inflation in the G7, the highest trade deficit in the G7, the highest continuous government deficit. Just an absolute disaster zone, worst trade deficit. It's Britain is exactly that. And now you're looking at the governments. Boris was got rid of, not because he's mucked up Brexit, not because he's mucked up the lockdown for 2 years, not because he mucked up wasting trillions and trillions on fraudulent loans to people, bounce back loans, and the help to buy scheme, and the purchase tax freeze, just the most absurd spending you've ever seen. £1 trillion wasted for no reason. Not because of any of that, because of stupid scandals. Now the people that are coming in are even more stupid and want to cut taxes. That's why the pound is going to nothing. There's no ID card here. There's just benefits. There's immigrants that can come in, change their name every 5 days, and as there's no ID card, you wouldn't have a clue. You got health provided at point of service. no ID needing to be shown. You can have the most expensive cancer treatment ever needed. You can get a bill of 1 million. There's no way for them to chase up or do anything. An absurd country on its way to the absolute toilet. As I said, the pound against the shekel used to be 8.9 to the shekel in 2008. It is now 3.8. That's a 60% devaluation. That's insane. To the dollar, it was $2 in 2008. It is now 1.18. 60-70% devaluation. The euro, it is now on parity with the euro. The UK is so finished, with no ray of hope, with more incompetence coming in to take power. And no one's discussing this. There's no opposition whatsoever. The opposition is even more woke, even more spendthrift. I've never seen a nation, other than South Africa, which we all knew was going to happen, so it was a guarantee, exactly the same as South Africa. On a road to nowhere. Same houses, same infrastructure, looks okay. Only problem is, you want to sell that and go outside of your country, and it's worth nothing. That is the UK at the moment.